Hey everybody, today is my day 6, and sorry it's a little late. I got off work later than usual. Today's question is, who's the first person you came out as transgender to? And my answer is kind of a two-part. Back in 6th grade, I came out as bisexual to my best friend, and about a year later in 7th grade, we were walking home one day from school and talking about our latest love interests and who we thought was cute and everything, and out of nowhere, I was just kind of like, sometimes I feel like a gay man. And she's like, what do you mean? And I was like, well, anytime I like guys, I feel like a gay man. And then she's like, oh, okay. And at that time, I was really young, like probably 14, and I didn't really know a lot about the word transgender. So it wasn't something that really entered my mind for a couple years. But I was just like, I didn't really think about it. It just kind of came out. And she, to this day, we're still very close, and she's like my sister. So she tends to bring out the crazy in me, and it just kind of came out, and then we kind of just went on talking about other things and making up our own raps as we walked home. And so that was the first person that I kind of towed the line with, as far as my gender identity. However, after a couple of years from that, going through, like, the Gay Straight Alliance, getting older, when I was 15, there was one day where I was watching TV and a documentary came on about a lady who had come out as transgender and transitioned, and it was filmed kind of during her transition and at the very end, when she was finally the woman she felt she really was. And it was just about her entire transition and her life before that. And I really related to everything she was going through and everything she said. I was like, whoa, that's me. And then, so I started doing a lot of research about what being transgender meant. The whole transition, surgery, hormones, counseling, everything. And it wasn't until 4 years ago when I actually came out. I was 19. Yes, I was about 9. It was right before I turned 19. And I was living away from home, from my family, and down in Colorado. My family was up in Wyoming. And one day I was just sitting there, and from, the age of like 15 when I started researching to 19, I had really come out of my shell and gotten a lot more masculine than anything. Sorry, 1 second here. Alright. I'd gotten a lot more masculine, kind of dropped a lot of my feminine ways. I was still seeing men. So, I didn't really identify as anything other than bisexual. And then I really started coming into my own and realizing that the word transgender did apply to me, and that is who I am. And one day I woke up and I was like, alright, this is it. I'm transgender. I'm going to tell people, and I'm going to start transitioning. And, at that time, it's like, who do I tell? Obviously, when you, anytime you come out of any kind of closet, whether that's as straight, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, any closet that you come out of, it's such an amazing feeling. And you kind of go through that period of wanting to scream it from the rooftops. And I knew that was not appropriate for myself. And because I didn't really know everything at that time, and I wanted to kind of slowly ease into it, telling people. And I sat there, and one day I woke up and was like, alright, who do I tell first? And from the time I was 8 years old to even now, I have been really close with a girl who has been there for everything, every single path I have walked down. She has stood by me, and not just her mother as well. And both of them are like my best friends. We are so close, And she was actually the first person when I was really young. I was probably about 10 when I kind of told her, 10 or 11 when I started telling her that I was attracted to girls. And she had nothing but support for me. She was like, okay, I'm really cool about it. And her mom even, we kind of like talked to her about it, and then I got nervous and stopped. But her mom actually is one of the biggest people that has taught me to love myself for who I truly am, and never ever to back down from my beliefs. And she was there for me for so many years, and unfortunately we moved to different states, but still she still has words of wisdom for me, and really made me the strong person that I am. Both of them did, and so that was absolutely amazing. And so I felt like I wanted her to be the first one I told. And when I woke up that day, I was like, all right, well, obviously I can't drive to her house and tell her. And I'm not one for talking on the phone. I hate it. So I was like, all right, I'm going to text her. And I text her. And basically, I text her, and then I text a couple people after that. And basically, I was just like, so I wanted to tell you that I'm transgender. I'm changing my name to Carmichael. I will still be going by Car. And this is who I am. I'm a man, and I know this, and one day my outsides will match my insides. And she was so supportive, and to this day is very supportive, and not just the, oh, okay, good for you kind of supportive. It's in-depth support. It's her asking questions, her wanting to know more and more about what I'm doing, and my entire transition, and that is awesome. And her mom is still, lets me know every now and then that she is paying attention, and so if they're watching this, I just want to say thank you to both of them. It means a lot to me that you've been there through everything, and I hope we have many, many more years and experiences together. So that's my day 6, and I will see everybody tomorrow. Thanks.